We'll check out Deivid Silva, the goofy footer who has just been absolutely relentless, not just throughout his heats, just throughout waves themselves. I mean, he's squeezing so many power turns in critical sections, and he has looked absolutely bulletproof throughout.
Yeah, this is exciting, and here we go. Action.
Silva, here he goes. Straight down to it from deeper. Check the high line with a ton of speed. It's so smooth on the face. And there's that incisive turn as he blows out the tail. And again, just hacking one. And comes out of the turn with so much speed. It's a pretty seamless transition into his next business. Again, just kicking that tail out. And surfing right on the limit between the edge and the release. And good enough to bring this all the way through for an inside section. He'll try and get a finish here. And he does that just by timing it, really, by delaying the bottom turn. And a little bonus section. Oh. And once again, right on the sand there. And he likes it. Strong opening.
Here we go. We'll have a look at the replay. This is Deivid Silva just streaking down the line on this one, really waiting for this first opening maneuver. Beautiful first turn on the backhand. Another carving maneuver there. I love his ability just to wait for these sections really to stand up. You can see this big wobble through the face of the wave there. That's that backwash because we're coming up to that high tide. So it's making this inside section really challenging to read. You can see he got hit with another little bit of backwash there. So bringing it through to the inside, getting a finish. So I love that. Just super strong surfing. And it's going to be good to see these two goofies sort of matched up against each other.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about the power and the explosivity of Silva. C.Houshmand, there's none more powerful than him on this tour. And he has been solid throughout the season. Let's go. Here goes Silva on the inside from underneath the priority of the American C.Houshmand. Silva floats one up and a quick whip from him. It's so shiny and smooth on the face. And his surfing is sharp and incisive as ever, even on smaller, slightly softer sections. And he'll give this the treatment once again. So a couple of nice whips from him, and he'll put up another number here. It will count for him, his second wave. Let's get another look.
Yeah, here we go. Replay. I love this idea, just applying that pressure. Obviously, it's a bit of a small wave, but he surfs it so well. Just those first three maneuvers, really well timed. Throws it up again for another lip line. And just taking it through to the inside here, just trying to squeeze every little bit of scoring potential he can out of this wave. See Brazilian support there in the foreground, loving it. But yeah, I think it's a really smart decision, you know. When you're coming up against the best, you've really got to do everything you can to sort of apply that pressure. And it is a small wave, but I think, yeah, he's just going to build on that score, obviously. He's going to be his backup. And yeah, going to leave Cole out the back, and I'm going to say Cole's going to be needing 2 waves now. So after this, so Cole's going to be in a combination situation.
Seeing that whip there that he uses the upper body, and it served him really, really well.
The one he let go, I think, was a smart decision. I don't think that it was worthy going, but it looks like he's going to commit to this one now.
Here goes C.Houshmand, his first effort. It's a softer, slopier wave from the get-go. Nevertheless, even with relatively sort of perfunctory set-up turns, he's able to displace quite a bit of water, just kind of going through the gears. Now he's got some speed. Now he'll load up. There's that little extra kick from him as he goes over the section with a float and arriving late in the lip for a strong finish. And without particularly trying too hard, it's so impressive just how much his surfboard is doing.
As we look at this replay here, slower, sleepier start on this wave. Already you can see you got to compare it to Deivid's 8, and the 8 just had a lot more speed to it. But right in here, he just goes to town. He sort of has the ability. This section here was so tricky to hit. Timed that perfectly with that backwash as it hit that section, and just looking so strong. I think today is probably the most straightforward day we've had. We'll get back to that in a second.
Here goes your heat leader, Silva, with an absolute ton of speed. Puts it up into a float and comes out with speed, but another section running away. Advantage just from that goes to C.Houshmand, who doesn't sit with priority. He uses it here. Great way for Cole. Wow, just absolutely hammers the lip all the way from the bottom turn into it. And again, just dealt with a little section tumble, and there's the precision. And once again, he just absolutely smashes that board in there. It kind of looks like the ideal equipment, really. Let's have another look at what he got done.
Yeah, beautiful first turn there, and I just love the bottom turn going up into that second turn. Gets a really good finish here. Went up early just to make sure that he knew he was going to ride out in front of that bit of foam there. As we know, I think with the kick out though, the body language suggests to me that he's a bit, he's not feeling it completely. Like that turn was great, right?
Is with Deivid Silva. Use it here. Good looking wave for the Brazilian. He fades his takeoff a bit to give himself a bit of room for a first whipping turn. And again, just delaying the bottom turn with a bit of extra vim. That was really nice. Just changed up his line a touch there. He held his board quite high on the lip. And again, it's smooth. It's nicely joined up. Let's sort of focus in on that 4-5 back up. See if that's under threat as he goes through the inside. Do you reckon he replaces backup school?
Smart decision. Had to go this wave. Keep Cole off. And you can see this wave starting to stand up here. Just these first two turns really well timed. Straight up into the lip for the third one. But yeah, this wave had a nice pace to it. But as he moves through to the inside here, just a wobble there. Dealt with that. Gets another one sort of here as well. And yeah, just well-surfed wave for, that backwash again. There it was for a second time. You can see he loves that score. There's no doubt he's going to improve on his situation. Just put that pressure on Cole. Cole's going to be thinking, okay, I'm going to need more than a 5-5 now. Like I'm surfing for probably an 8 or a 7 or an 8. That's, yeah, I just feel like this wave was just so well timed and yeah, capitalise on that 4.5 for sure.
Yeah, using all the knowledge that he's garnered of this wave throughout surfing here down the years and particularly as well just through this event. And it looks sort of instinctive, the timing from him with that bottom turn. He knows when to stretch it out and when to go straight back up to the lip. And it makes it look really seamless from him between these maneuvers. That one there just changes up the line. Meanwhile, Houshmand, here he goes. 45 seconds on the clock as he paddles into this wave. 7.51 is the requirement. And he's up and riding here. First little whip around in the pocket. And then stings out that tail. A little softer here. He'll have to try and push over that deeper section. Puts up a turn with ease, but it's vertical, it's aggressive, it's radical. And there's something that we haven't seen too many times in this event, or even really this season. An error at the end of the wave, and he knows it. He did. Deivid Silva going from strength to strength here and getting a big scalp as well. We'll be coming back to semis, having defeated the leader on the Challenger Series.